The March 2023 Athlete of the Month is Max McClure, men's golf.
My name is Max McClure. I'm a sophomore at Franklin High School and I play golf. My individual goals for this year is to make it to regionals and then go to state, and my team goals for this year is to win the conference championship. My dad got me into golf about 3 years ago, and I watched him play during that day and I just fell in love with it, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I've carried it on since then. What I love most about golf is being outdoors with some of my best friends and just having fun and relaxing. My plans after high school are to play college golf or college basketball. If I didn't get this opportunity, then I would like to attend a four-year university, and if I had my choice, I would love to go to Georgia. My message to my team through the rest of my career is for them to push me and for me to push them so we can keep advancing our program in the right direction.
And we welcome you to the Macon Middle School softball field here at the Penland Sports Complex, the campus of Macon Middle School. It's a battle for first place in the Mountain 7 Conference between the Tuscola Lady Mountaineers and the Franklin Panthers. Both teams have been introduced, and we are just about set as the sun, as you can tell on my face, is starting to set here at Macon Middle School's softball complex. I'm George Young. Glad that you are with us on YouTube and on Facebook. These two teams met back on March 15th with Tuscola coming out with a 5-0 victory in Waynesville. That's the only loss in the conference that Franklin has suffered so far here in the 2023 campaign. Tuscola has yet to suffer a loss. They are 6-0. Franklin at 6-1. In the Mountain 7 Conference, and we are just about set for this one to get underway. In the circle, as she has been throughout this season, it's Kendall Rummins. There are the stats for Kendall. In 10 games, she has a 6-1 record at a 4.28 ERA and 55 innings pitched. We'll get the lineup here for the Tuscola Mountaineers in just a second as Faith Caldwell will lead things off for Coach Lindsay Marcos. Caldwell, the pitcher, and she swings and misses, and we are underway here at Macon Middle School. On a sun-splashed afternoon, you see a lot of fans behind home plate. It could not get any nicer. It's in the 70s as the sun starts to set. See the long shadows here at the softball field. That one misses. Inside and low. 2-0 the count on Lindsay, or make that Faith Caldwell, who is at the plate. Rummins deals and misses high and outside. 3-0 the count. Franklin comes in with an 8-game winning streak. Tuscola lost their last time out on the diamond. Slow roller towards Tran. She fields to first in time for the first out. One gone in the top half of the first inning. Here's the battery for Coach Marcos and the Lady Mountaineers as Kenzie Messer will stand in. She's a designated player. Addie Sampson on deck. You see the cleanup hitter, Taryn Estes. Cook, Williamson, Setzer, Snowden to round out the lineup. Messer sends that one by. Tessa Dehart at second. She couldn't backhand it. Into right field for a base hit. That's the first hit of the ball game. Here it comes with one gone here in the top half of the first inning. A runner at first for the Lady Mountaineers. That'll bring Addie Sampson to the plate. Sampson, the second baseman. Squared around, but took a strike. That one caught the zone. Off-speed pitch for Kendall Rummins. Quickly in the hole. 0-1 is Addie Sampson. Strike two. 0-2 now to Addie Sampson. Tuscola comes in at 8-3 overall. I mentioned 6-0 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Runner at first, and one gone. 0-2 pitch. Tried to paint the outside corner and missed. Hit Kendall. Ball, 2 strikes to Addie Sampson. Franklin comes in at 12-3 on an 8-game winning streak. Last loss was to Tuscola. In the air, center. On a line, caught by Ashlyn McConnell. 2 gone. Runner remains at first. That'll bring Taryn Estes to the plate. Estes, the first baseman for Coach Lindsey Marcus and the Lady Mountaineers. Kenzie Cook on deck with her 2 gone. Nasty pitch, swung on and missed. A lot of movement on that one. Tailing away with the right-handed batting Taryn Estes. Fisted it on the infield fair. Fielded to first in time. That'll put a lid on the top half of the first inning. Tuscola does strand a runner, and they do get a hit in the inning. We head to the home half of the first. We are scoreless.
Hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom half of the first inning here at Macon Middle School. Scoreless after the top half of the first, where Tuscola able to get a hit off of Kendall Rummins. In the circle for the Lady Mountaineers, it's Faith Caldwell. In 8 games, she has a 5-3 record, 2.91 ERA, 45 innings pitched. She has 57 strikeouts. Bobby Bishop going to send up to the plate to face Faith Caldwell. Inslee, McConnell, and Rummins lead things off. Moffitt in the cleanup spot as Inslee steps into the right-handed batter's box. Caldwell gets set. Inslee comes up swinging and comes up empty. Well out of the zone. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. A little late on that fastball. Ball 2 strikes to Tori Inslee, the leadoff hitter, the shortstop for Coach Bobby Bishop. Got a piece of that one. That one hit the pole, the backstop. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes. Show the conference standings as we go along here. These are the top 2 teams in the Mountain 7 Conference. 1-2. Stays alive, does Inslee. Caldwell taking her time. Pop straight up, but that one's going to sail to the seats right behind us here in the box. Panthers committed a number of errors in the game on March the 15th. Tuscola came out victorious 5-0. That'll be a base hit. Kick off the wall. Inslee going to round first, headed to third. Here comes the throw, and she's in safe. She did not slow down at second base. That's going to bring Ashlyn McConnell to the plate. The 3-bagger for Tori Inslee. McConnell, the center fielder, will step into the right-handed batter's box. McConnell sends that one to the backstop. 0-1 the count. Ashley McConnell. Faith Caldwell, a senior. A lot of movement on her pitches. Also plays in the infield. Captain for Coach Lindsey Marcos to the backstop. 0-2 on Ashley McConnell. Inslee at third. Glad that you're with us. George Young along with our fantastic FPSN crew. Clinton Taylor and Philip Angel, Christina, all here tonight. Caldwell deals the 0-2 and backs her off for ball 1. Popped. Foul directly behind us. First 2 batters that Caldwell has seen, and Inslee and McConnell have fought off a ton of pitches. They're making contact. But if you're a coach, that's a good sign. The 1-2 pitch to McConnell. Base hit. That'll play to run. Back-to-back hits for the Panthers. And it's 1-0 Lady Panthers. Still nobody out. That's going to bring to the plate Kendall Rummins. RBI single for Ashley McConnell. Rummins, the pitcher, also a right-handed batter. One caught the corner. 0-1 the count on Rummins. McConnell stands at first. Inslee comes home from third after leading off the inning with a triple. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Kendall Rummins. We've seen all 3 batters that Caldwell has faced get in the hole early, but have been able to fight off pitches and find the one that they like. Back-to-back hits to lead off this bottom half of the first inning. Stays alive, does Rummins to the backstop. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Rummins is retired via the K, and that'll bring Avery Moffitt, the catcher, to the plate. Moffitt bats with a runner at first and one out in the home half of this first inning. Glad you're with us. That one is hit hard into left. That'll kick to the wall. The windmill from Bobby Bishop at third. That'll plate a run. McConnell scores from first. Moffitt stands at second with an RBI double. That's going to bring Mia Tran to the plate. Tran, the third baseman, looks to continue this rally in the bottom of the first inning, getting onto the Lady Mountaineers early, something that didn't happen in the game back on March 15th where Tuscola shut out the Panthers 5-0. That one misses high and outside. 1-0 the count to Mia Tran. Fouled off. Evens it up. Carver on deck. Runner at second at Avery Moffitt. 2 runs have come across. Rise ball well out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike to Mia Tran. Tran sends one up the middle, base hit. Moffitt had to hold up. They're going to send her. She slides home safe. Moffitt had to hold up briefly at second to make sure that one was going to go in to center field, but able to round third and slide in safely. Now we're going to get a meeting in the circle after 3 runs have come across. This will be a single for Mia Tran. It's now 4 hits in the inning off of Faith Caldwell. Coach Lindsay Marcos is out meeting with her infield as you see the single right of the middle. Almost clipped Avery Moffitt. She had to hold up, stutter step, and beat the throw as she slid for the 3rd run. That's going to bring to the plate Bree Carver, first baseman. One gone. 3 have come across. Runner at first and Mia Tran. One's low for ball 1. JV game was very competitive. In fact, it was tied at 1 right at 5:30, which is the cutoff, but they decided to play the 7th inning, which lasted about 30 minutes. That's why we are late with this one, as that one hits behind us. Ball and a strike now to Bree Carver. Tuscola ended up winning 4-1 after plating 3 runs in the top of the 7th in the JV game. 1-1. Swung on and missed. She was late with that swing. But that was a big difference in that game, in the previous game that the JVs had played between Franklin and Tuscola. That one happened on March 15th. It was a 19-1 win for Tuscola. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes, does Bree Carver. Caldwell in the circle, laboring here in the bottom of the first. She deals that one to the backstop. They'll even up the count, advance the runner on a wild pitch. Still just one gone in the inning. Panther first baseman awaits the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 gone. Carver strikes out. Second strikeout for Faith Caldwell in the inning. Brings Tessa DeHart to the plate. DeHart, the second baseman. She's also a right-handed batter. Runner remains at second. Inside for ball 1. Well outside, 2-0. And we got a lot of folks between our camera and home plate. The umpire standing right behind shortstop. That one is sent foul. 2 balls and a strike. I know he's not going to be able to watch this one live, but maybe he will later on. But Jared Greenwood, baseball coach, they're fixing to hit the field in Cullowhee tonight against Smoky Mountain. But 2-1, sent high and deep to center field, over the center fielder's head. That'll bounce. 1 run comes home. That's a double for DeHart. And it's 4-0 Franklin. Mia Tran comes home from second. And Delaney Stiles will stand in, the 8-hole hitter. And there's 2 gone in the inning, but a runner remains at second after the double by DeHart. Tessa sends that one into right field, and it's going to be caught by Sydney Snowden for the final outs. Looking into the sun, that is a tough play, but Snowden able to make it. 4 come across in the bottom of the first inning. On 5 hits, Panthers do strand a runner, and we head to the top of the second. It's 4-0 Franklin.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second inning. Franklin now up 4-0 over the Mountaineers after a profitable bottom half of the first inning. Kenzie Cook, Kendall Williamson, and Allison Setzer slated to bat for Coach Marcos. Cook, the shortstop, stands in to face Kendall Rummins. Takes low and outside for ball one. Well, I was going to say before some action there in the bottom of the first inning, I want to thank Coach Jared Greenwood and his class for building a fantastic camera podium for our outfield camera that we're using for both baseball and softball. And that sucker ain't going anywhere. It's got huge legs and some footings and cement and nice stairs. I was out there before the game. They just put the stairs in today. There's Phillip out there. He can wave. I want to sit into left field, but Delaney Stiles able to camp under it and make the play for the first out. That's going to bring to the plate Kendall Williamson, the third baseman. We're going to get a pinch hitter already. Okay. We've got 5. So I get my lineup here. Oh, thank you. Katie Arrington is going to bat in that slot. That was Kendall Williamson. She takes a ball. Something must have, maybe it's an injury or something there. You don't usually see that. Not even one time through the lineup. That one misses. 2-0. Swung on and missed. And we'll see if Arrington is at third when they take the field. That's where Williamson was. That'll be a base hit. Solid single into center. One gone, runner at first. That'll bring Allison Setzer to the plate. Setzer the catcher. Squares around, takes a strike. Sydney Snowden is on deck. And the whole 0-2 now is Allison Setzer. The 0-2 offering from Rummins. Able to stay alive with Setzer. If you just joined us, Panthers able to plate 4 runs in the bottom half of the first inning. Got on to Faith Caldwell, the senior pitcher for Tuscola, early. Popped on the infield. Now in the lip of the grass, it's going to be Tori Inslee that'll make the play for the second out. F6 goes Setzer. That'll bring Sydney Snowden to the plate. Run remains at first. Snowden, the right fielder. Nope, we're going to get another change here. My goodness. 0 now. It's Ava Kirkpatrick. All right. Well, the change in the batting lineup worked earlier in this inning. Katie Arrington singled and stands at first. We'll see if the same happens to Kirkpatrick. She takes a strike. The 0-1 popped into right field. Tough play. Who made the play? Ashlyn? Ashlyn McConnell, the center fielder, with a final out. Scary final out. That'll do it for the top half of the second inning. Tuscola able to get a hit and strand a runner as we head to the home half of the second. It's still 4-0 Franklin. Welcome back. Bottom of the second. Laura Holland going to lead things off for the Panthers. She sends that one towards first. 3U be the first out. We're in the home half of the second inning. Taryn Estes able to retire Holland. Top of the order we go, and Tori Inslee, who led off the bottom of the first with a triple, came around to score. Got a lot of defensive changes for Tuscola. I'm trying to write them down. We do have a new center fielder. That's Ava Kirkpatrick. That one misses as somebody with a terrible muffler goes by. Shook my head up here. My goodness. I'm going to try to get it. We've got a new third baseman as well. That one is hit high, but she got under it. Got to hang up in left field. Carson Cherry able to make the play for the second out. That'll bring Ashlyn McConnell to the plate. McConnell singled back in the first inning. She came around to score. Misses. So Addie Sampson is the new third baseman. And it looks like Kenzie Cook is going to come over from her shortstop position to play second. So that means there's a new shortstop. They have shifted the entire infield. Katie Arrington is now at short. 3-0 the count. Faith Caldwell deals the 3-0. Misses. Ball 4. First walk issued by Faith Caldwell. That'll bring Kendall Rummins to the plate with 2 out. Had a runner at first. She struck out back in the first. That 4-run first inning for the Panthers. So the new infield for Tuscola, Addie Sampson is at third. Katie Arrington at short. Kenzie Cook at second. Taryn Estes remains at first. Rumman swings and misses. Throw down to first. She's back safely. Now I've exhausted my eraser over here. They're changing up the entire infield. The 0-1 popped straight up the chute. Is it going to reach the out-of-bounds area? It will. A loud strike. 0-2 now on Kendall Rummans. Avery Moffitt is on deck, but there's 2 gone in the inning. Didn't chase, throw down to first. Back safely is Ashlyn McConnell. Stays alive at ball 2 strikes as that one hits back to the backstop. One-two from Caldwell. Misses. Another throw down to first. She was hanging off the bag. She's safe. Took a while for the umpire to signal safe. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kendall Rummans. Stays alive. That one heads back over the backstop. McConnell took off. She'll head back to first. Umpire had to head to the home dugout to get some more softballs. Inside corner, strike 3. Rummans is caught looking. Franklin strands a runner. As we head to the third, it's still 4-0. Lady Panthers. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Glad you're with us. 4-0. Lady Panthers. Make that the top of the third's where we're heading to. Hadn't changed the scoreboard just yet. You see Rummans making her final warm-up tosses. We've got a lot of softball coming up for you here on FPSN tonight against Tuscola, then Smoky Mountain next Friday here at Macon Middle School's softball field. And then senior night is on May 4th against T.C. Robertson. You see the rest of the schedule. A lot of road games coming up. Trips to Pisgah, trips to North Henderson and West Henderson for rounding out the regular season against T.C. Robertson. We'll show that conference standings slate here in a moment as Paige Orlowski will pop that one up. Tori Inslee calls off the infield and makes the play for the first out. 1 pitch and 1 out. Top of the order we go now. And Faith Caldwell, the pitcher. She grounded to third, her only time up. She is 0 for 1. Off speed, got her out in front. Kinsey Messer on deck. 9, 1, and 2 in the Mountaineer order, slated to bat here in the top of the third inning. Romans deals well outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Caldwell. Just misses. Soft on the infield, diving. Tori Inslee makes the play. Look at this. That had to hurt, because that dirt is not forgiving. But she made the play for the second out, did Inslee. Kinsey Messer, the designated player, stand in. She takes high for ball 1. She singled back in the first inning. Two 2-0 the count on Kinsey Messer. Popped, and that's going to reach the seats. 2 balls and a strike to Kinsey Messer. Ooh, got out of the way, went behind her. 3 balls and a strike to Messer. Addie Sampson on deck, but there's 2 gone.
Come on, get it.
Three 3-1, ball 4. First walk by Kendall Rummins. That'll send Messer down to first and bring Addie Sampson to the plate. Sampson, the third baseman now, started the first inning at second, but had shifted in for that second inning. Flied out her first time facing Kendall Rummins. That one bounces away from Moffitt. Throw down to second, and she's safe. Messer will advance to second. Should be a strike, shouldn't it? Evidently not. That one misses. Two 2-0 the count to Addie Sampson. Catches the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Moffitt tried to frame that one. 3-1 to count to Addie Sampson with a runner at second, 2 gone in the inning. 3-hole hitter in Sampson at the right-handed batter's box as the cleanup hitter is on deck in Taryn Estes. Ball 4. 2 walks in the inning issued by Kendall Rummins. 2 on with 2 out. Back-to-back walks for Rummins. That's going to bring Taryn Estes, the cleanup hitter, to the plate. She tapped back to the pitcher the first time up. Rummins gets set. And therefore a strike. He was it up at a ball and a strike. A lot of junk pitches, some off speed in this inning to throw those hitters off. There's another one outside. 2-1 the count. She could afford to do that. You've got a 4-0 lead. A little more comfortable in that circle. Into left field, that's going to fall for a base hit. That'll score at least one as it gets by the left fielder, Delaney Stiles. Throw to third. The umpire comes over looking for what? Now signals safe. Not sure if I've ever seen the umpire sprint over. I don't know if he was looking to see if the ball was still in the glove or what. The run does come home to score. It's 4-1. Runners now at second and third. Now at the plate, it's Kinsey Cook. She takes a strike. Cook flied out her only time up. Fouls that one back at the hole. 0-2 quickly is Kinsey Cook. It was just the first hit in the inning. As they say, walks will kill you. 2 walks issued by Rummins in the inning. One came home to score. Inslee up with it to first in time. 6-3 goes Cook, and that's going to put a lid on the top half of the third inning. Mountaineers able to plate a run. They strand 2 on the base pads. We head to the home half of the third. 4-1 Franklin.
Hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Bottom of the third we go, 4-1. Panthers in this key Mountain 7 Conference battle. 1 and 2 in the conference. Leading things off will be Avery Moffitt. 4, 5, and 6 in the Bobby Bishop order for the Panthers. Moffitt doubled her only time up. She's 1 for 1. Came around to score in that 4-run first. Faith Caldwell remains in the circle. for Coach Lindsey Marcos and the Mountaineers, who come in at 8-3 and 6-0 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Franklin 12-3 as that one misses, and 6-1 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Only loss was to Tuscola that happened back on March 15th. 5-0. Final in that one in Waynesville, in Junaluska Elementary. 1-0, popped, and it's going to kick foul just at the bottom of the fence. Leave it up at a ball and a strike. Quickly here, the standings. Haven't shown you all the standings yet. There they are. Top of the conference, 1 and 2 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Misses. 2-1 on Avery Moffitt. Mia Tran, Bree Carver slated to bat. Hit pretty well into center. Backpedaling and watching it sail on out of here. The center fielder, Ava Kirkpatrick. A deep shot for Avery Moffitt. That one was almost to the baseball field. Solo homer, Avery Moffitt. And it's now Franklin 5, Tuscola 1. She got all of that one. See where it landed. Wow. That one was hit a long way. That's going to bring Mia Tran to the plate. Still got a long way to go in this one. Bottom of the third inning as that one is in the zone for strike one. Coach Bobby Bishop, before the game, got the lineup. He was in the batting cage. 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mia Tran. He looked at me and said, "Hope we're on tonight." Well, Coach, so far, the bats are hot. 6th hit off of Faith Caldwell. And swung on and missed. You've had a homer, you've had a triple, you've had a double, and 2 singles. One, two. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Tran is retired. That's the 4th strikeout for Faith Caldwell. Brings Bree Carver to the plate, who was a victim of a strikeout her last time up. Carver, the first baseman, Coach Bobby Bishop at his Panthers. Sun is almost set. You can see the long shadows in our center field shot. And if it would go on down, I would really appreciate it, because I can't see anything up here in the booth from his position off of this plexiglass. Foul back. Tapper towards second. Cook up with it to first. In time. Carver is retired. 4-3. That'll bring Tessa Dehart to the plate. 2 gone now here in the bottom of the third inning. Dehart doubled. Got stranded at second back in the first inning. And that 4-run first. Gets a piece of it to the screen. 0-1 the count on Dehart. That'll be a base hit. Past the diving shortstop, Katie Arrington. Dehart is 2 for 2 in the game, as that brings Delaney Stiles to the plate. She flied out her only time up. 2 gone, runner at first for Stiles. Pop foul. That'll reach the out of bounds area behind us here in the box. Well out of the zone. Evens it up at a ball and a strike as Dehart stays put at first. Lights are starting to come on here at Penland Sports Complex. That one misses. 2-1 the count. Late with the swing, evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Umpire going to clean off home plate. The 2-2 popped foul down the left field line. That one is going to head down the embankment towards the road. Count stays 2-2. Glad you're with us on YouTube and Facebook tonight. If you haven't already, go ahead and share the post if you watch it on Facebook. Popped in the air, right field, going to be a tough play for Olikowski. Looking into the sun, she makes it for the final out. That'll put a lid on the 3rd inning. F9 goes Stiles, and that retires the side. 5-1 after the solo shot to lead off the inning by Avery Moffitt. Top of the 4th we go. Stay with us.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 4th inning. 5-1 Panthers here at Macon Middle School's Penland Sports Complex. Softball field is Katie Arrington. We'll lead things off. Arrington takes a strike from Kendall Rummins. Allison Setzer and Ava Kirkpatrick slated to bat for Coach Lindsay Marcos and the Lady Mountaineers. Popped down the right field line. Tessa Dehart able to make the play on the line for the first out. That brings Allison Setzer to the plate. Setzer flied out, her only time up. As I think officially the sun has casted the shadow across the entire infield. A little bit of sun in the right field area of Macon Middle School's softball field. 0-1 the count now on Allison Setzer. Just misses low and outside. See the dogwood tree behind home plate. Make it a pretty backdrop. Backed her out of there, caught the corner. Ball, 2 strikes to Allison Setzer. After they cut all the pine trees that were lining the backdrop from last year and for 20 years or so. It's a different setting here at Macon Middle School softball complex. 2-2 the count after that one misses to Setzer. Kirkpatrick on deck as we play here in the top of the 4th inning. Rummins looks at her wrist. Now comes home. 2-2 right over our heads. Stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes does Allison Setzer, the catcher for the Lady Mountaineers. Panthers travel to Pisgah on Friday night. 2-2. Base hit into right. Runner at first. That'll bring Ava Kirkpatrick to the plate. She flied out. Her only time up. She's 0 for 1. Throw down to first. Setzer hanging off the back, but she's back safe. 1-0 the count to Kirkpatrick. Paige Orlikowski is on deck. 2-0. Got some baseball action coming to you in exactly a week. In fact, it'll be senior night for the baseball team. Next Tuesday, 25th, 2-0. Throw down to first, got her. Oh! Here's a replay. Oh, that's close. That's a bang, bang play. That'll be ball 4. That'll be the 3rd walk issued by Kendall Rummins. Runners now at first and second. Paige Orlikowski will be at the plate as she popped to Tori Inslee back in the 3rd inning. Lays down a bunt. It'll be a loud strike. The 0-1 wants to bunt again, fouls it off at the plate, hits Avery Moffitt in the leg, and she's down. That'll give her some time to collect herself. Mentioned we've got a lot of softball coming up. At North Henderson for the Lady Panthers a week from tonight. But a non-conference game against Brevard. We'll be back on FPSN on the 28th. Moffitt going to hang in there. The 0-2. Did she go around? The question. Ball one. The 1-2 offering. Out in front, strike three. Olikowski strikes out. Just the first strikeout for Kendall Rummins of Tuscola batters, top of the order. And Faith Caldwell now at the plate. Runners remain at first and second. Caldwell 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Rise ball misses. 1-0 the count as Kenzie Messer is on deck. But there's 2 gone in the inning. One ball, 1 strike after that one is fouled down the first base line. Off the helmet of Avery Moffitt. She's taking a beating behind the plate. Ball, 2 strikes now. The 1-2 offering from Rummins. Misses. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tried to get her to chase. Two, base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. Bases will be loaded for Kenzie Messer. Credit Laura Holland for fielding that one on a hop and keeping the run at third. So 2 hits in the inning for the Mountaineers brings Kenzie Messer to the plate. Be a tough play. Dehart able to make it. 4-3 on the putout of Kenzie Messer, and the Mountaineers strand 3 runners. 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay with us.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 9-1 and 2 in the Panther order. Slated to bat, it's going to be Laura Holland that will lead it off. Holland grounded out to first, her only time up. At the top of the order, and Tori Inslee next. Faye Caldwell remains in the circle for Coach Lindsay Marcos. And Holland takes a strike. One ball, one strike. Slow tap towards third. Bang, bang. She's safe. Infield single for Laura Holland. Top of the order we go, and Tori Inslee. Inslee triple to lead off the first inning, bottom half of that first inning. And then she flied out her last time up. Squares around the bunt and takes a strike. That one well out of the zone. A ball and a strike now to Tori Inslee. Ashlyn McConnell is on deck. Two and one to count. To the backstop, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Tori Inslee. Lone run came back in the third inning for Tuscola. Franklin waited 4 runs in the first. Had a solo homer by Avery Moffitt in the third inning, and that's where we stand at 5-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-2, popped foul down the right field line. See all the folks in their lounge chairs down the right field line. Do have an update from Cullowhee as Smokey and Franklin are doing battle on the baseball diamond at Childress Field on the campus of Western Carolina University. Popped up on the infield. Who wants it? It looks like the shortstop, Arrington, will make the play on the lip of the grass, and she will. 4 out, number 1. That'll bring Ashlyn McConnell to the plate. She singled and drew a walk. Came around to score the second run in that 4-run first inning and was stranded at first in the second inning. In the bottom of the first inning, Franklin is up 4-1 over Smoky Mountain as those two teams do battle at Western 2 times this week, tonight and Friday night. Friday night technically is a Franklin home game. Tonight is a Smoky Mountain home game, but Smoky doesn't have lights. That one misses, throw down to first. She's back safely. Up the middle, through the wickets of Katie Arrington. Going to kick all the way to the wall. They're going to put the stop sign up at third. McConnell ends up at second. Laura Holland down at third. So second and third will bring Kendall Rummins to the plate. He's going to go down and talk to Bobby Bishop. What you think, Matt? Air? All right. will officially mark it down in the book as an error. First error for Tuscola. Now a meeting in the circle. So Coach Marcos wants to talk to her infield and her pitcher. I mentioned this a couple of times. It is a key Mountain 7 conference battle tonight. Top two teams in the standings. Franklin lost to Tuscola, the only loss so far this season in conference. Tuscola yet to lose the Mountain 7 conference. As you see, the state playoffs begin on May 9th. A lot of softball left to play. Franklin heads to Pisgah on Friday night. Pisgah comes in at 8-5 to tonight's contest. 4-3 in the conference, and looks like we get a pitching change. So we'll have a new pitcher coming on for the Tuscola Mountaineers. And we'll tell you who that is when we come back.
The March 2023 Athlete of the Month is Max McClure, men's golf.
My name is Max McClure. I'm a sophomore at Franklin High School, and I play golf. My individual goals for this year is to make it to regionals and then go to state, and my team goals for this year is to win the conference championship. My dad got me into golf about 3 years ago, and I watched him play during that day, and I just fell in love with it, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I've carried it on since then. What I love most about golf is being outdoors with some of my best friends and just having fun and relaxing.
Well, the quickest warm-up that I believe I've seen was, I think she took 5 pitches. Addie Sampson, the new pitcher, faces Rummins, and that's a strike right down the middle. Sampson comes into tonight's contest. In 6 games, she has a 2-0 record and a 1.30 ERA, 29 strikeouts. Rummins sends that one into shallow right field, going to fall for a base hit. 2 runs going to come home to score. That was one of those bloops in no man's land. In the perfect location. Rumman singles, brings Avery Moffitt to the plate. And she takes a strike. Last time up, Moffitt sent one deep to center field and out of here. For the 5th Panther run. That one is fouled back. Faith Caldwell, by the way, goes over to 3rd and replaces Sampson as Moffitt swings and misses for strike 3. The 2 gone with a runner at first. That's going to bring Mia Tran to the plate. First strikeout for Addie Sampson. Tran, she struck out her last time up and singled back in the first inning. 1 for 2 is Tran as she stands in with 2 gone and runner at first. Tapped at the plate. 1-3 on the putout. Tran is retired. But the Panthers have another profitable inning as 2 runs come across. They'll strand a runner. And as we head to the 5th inning, it's now Franklin 7 and Tuscola 1. Back after this. Welcome back. We head to the 5th inning. As Kendall Rummins remains at the circle for Coach Bobby Bishop. Heart of the order for the Mountaineers. Slated to bat 3, 4, and 5. In the Coach Lindsey Marco's order, as it's going to be Addie Sampson, who is now in the circle. And will stand in. Sampson drew a walk and flied out. She's 0 for 2. She sends that one down the left field line. Fair. It'll be fielded by Delaney Stiles. That'll keep the runner at first and Sampson. But a leadoff single for the pitcher. Brings Taryn Estes to the plate. She doubled back in the third and tapped back to the pitcher. Well outside for ball 1. Got out in front, fouled it off. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Glad you have decided to tune in tonight as we about 15 minutes till 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, Eastern Daylight Time. Low and outside for ball 2. George Young along with you and our fantastic FPSN crew working hard tonight. Although the weather is almost picture perfect tonight. We've had some pretty bad weather here in the spring. Some rain games. A couple of baseball rain games where it rained or it was just really windy and cold, but tonight it's fantastic. Philip Angel out on our center field camera. Christine behind home plate. Clinton Taylor, our executive producer, running the fantastic replays and switching for us right behind me here in the booth. 2 balls and a strike. Taryn Estes fouls it to the screen, evens it up. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off the face mask of Avery Moffitt. She has had a tough time behind home plate. She has, I believe, gotten hit in the mask twice, maybe 3 times, and then got hit in the leg in the previous inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Estes at the plate. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Rummins brought the heat that time. Throw down to first and back safely to Sampson. Just a second strikeout for Kendall. That's going to bring to the plate Kinsey Cook. Oh and 1 on Cook. 0 for 2 at the plate is Cook. Now at second base. She started at third. But the Mountaineers have shifted the lineup a bunch tonight after falling down 4-0 in the first inning. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Off speed, bounces away from Moffitt. Cook, we'll check that. Sampson going to take second. 2-1 to Cook. Three and 1. popped on the infield, now going to drift into shallow right field. Charging, can't make the play. Laura Holland. It'll drop right in front of her. Sampson able to head on down to third. She had to hold up. That'll be an infield single or a bloop single. So it did fall into right field. Kenzie Cook, she'll stand at first. Brings Katie Arrington to the plate. Now runners on the corners for the Mountaineers with one out. Could be two. To first, in time. Was she off is the question. There's some discussion. Here's the replay. And she was. She's safe, and there's the replay. Bree Carver's foot was off the bag. That's the correct call. So the run does come home to score. Katie Arrington stands at first. On the fielder's choice. That'll bring Allison Setzer to the plate. And it's now 7-2. Runner at first and two out. Allison Setzer singled her last time up back in the first inning, make that the fourth inning, and then flied out in the second inning. The 0-1. Up the middle. Scooped by Rummins to first in time for the final out. Couple of hits in the inning for the Mountaineers. And the run does come across. It's 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Stay with us.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Back we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's going to be Bree Carver, Tessa Dehart, and Delaney Stiles for the Panthers. 6, 7, and 8 in the Lady Panther order. Carver struck out and grounded to second. Her two times at the dish. Addie Sampson remains in the circle for Coach Lindsay Marcos and the Lady Mountaineers. At the plate, did hit her, didn't it? Yeah, they're going to say it's a dead ball. And strike one. Just misses. 2-1. Look out. Coming right at us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the second inning in Cullowhee on the baseball diamond. It's Smokey now on top of Franklin. 6-4 after 6 runs come across in the bottom of the first inning for Smoky Mountain. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 gone in the home half of the 5th. That's going to bring Tessa Dehart to the plate. Second strikeout for Addie Sampson. Dehart is 2 for 2, a single and a double. That one misses. 1-0 the count on Dehart. Late with that one. Ball and a strike to Dehart. Dehart able to get a piece of it to the backstop. Ball, 2 strikes now on Dehart. Delaney Stiles on deck. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 5th inning in this battle for first place in the Mountain 7 Conference. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one just misses. 2-2 on Dehart. A week from tonight, we'll be across the way at the baseball diamond, Connell Field. 2-2. Runs at full, 3-2. I believe this is the first full count we have seen all night for either pitcher. It'll be senior night for the baseball diamond a week from tonight. Payoff towards third to first in time. Caldwell to Estes. 5-3 on the putout of Dehart. That'll bring Delaney Stiles to the plate with 2 gone and nobody on here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Franklin will be hosting West Henderson next Tuesday. We'll have it here on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. Big cut. She came up empty. Did Delaney. Tonight, Delaney is 0 for 2, both flyouts to right. That one misses. Sampson deals low. 2 balls and a strike. Our next softball broadcast is a week from Friday, April 28th, next Friday, here at the Macon Middle School Sports Complex. Low, 3 balls and a strike. Franklin hosts Smoky Mountain. A couple of games on the road for the Lady Panthers. 3-1, hit towards second. It'll be fielded by Cook to first in time. 1-2-3 go to Panthers for the first time in this ball game. We head to the 6th. Franklin still remains on top, 7-2. Stay with us.
out. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Top of the sixth we go here at the Macon Middle School softball diamond. Ava Kirkpatrick, Paige Orlikowski, and Faith Caldwell slated to bats for Coach Lindsay Marcos and the Lady Mountaineers. Kirkpatrick drew a walk and flied out. Rubbins looks at her wrist and deals a strike, and the sixth inning is underway. Hit towards DeHart at second. Scoops to first. Carver can't secure it. That'll be an error on the first baseman. E3 in the book, allowing Kirkpatrick to reach. Brings Paige Orlikowski to the plate. Struck out and flied out. Up the middle, base hit. That's off the glove of Ashley McConnell. That's going to allow the run to reach third, and advancing to second is Orlikowski. Now runners at second and third, and nobody out. Top of the order we go, and Faith Caldwell. She singled, flied out, and grounded out. 1 for 3 is Caldwell. Began in the circle. Sampson came in relief of Caldwell. One ball, one strike to Faith Caldwell. Kinsey Messer on deck with runners at second and third for the Mountaineers, trailing 7-2 as we play here in the sixth inning. Base hit. That'll score at least one run. They're going to hold the runner at third as McConnell gets the throw in from center. Kirkpatrick comes home to score. Back-to-back singles off of Rummins. Runners on the corners now for Kinsey Messer. And still nobody out in the inning. Messer squares. Did she go? Got away from Moffitt. She did offer at it. 0-1 the count. Messer in the game. Drew a walk, singled, and she grounded to second her last time up at the dish. Runner did advance on that ball getting away from Moffitt. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 now is Kinsey Messer. The 0-2 offering. Caught the corner, strike 3. Big strikeout for Kendall Rummins. Third recorded tonight for Rummins. One gone. Runners remain at second and third. That'll bring Addie Sampson to the plate. Now the pitcher. Single, walked, and flied out. Coming right at us. Look out. That hurt. You're ducking out of the way there, Matt. It's coming right at you. That left a mark. The 0-1. Evens it up. They had a ball in the strike. Taryn Estes on deck. Caught the corner, strike 2. Ball, 2 strikes to Sampson. The 1-2 offering. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rummins. 2 gone. Runners remain at second and third for Taryn Estes, and she struck out her last time up at the dish. Came back in the 5th inning. Doubled in the 3rd and tapped back to the pitcher. All the way back in the 1st inning. Want to know the count now on Taryn Estes. Hit high and deep and to the wall. 2 runs come home. Base of the wall, McConnell fields. And sliding into second with a double is Estes. Her second double tonight. 2 runs come across. And it's 7-5. That'll bring to the plate Kinsey Cook. She's the tying run. Singled her last time up. Evens it up at a ball into strike. Popped foul directly behind home plate. Ball, 2 strikes on Kinsey Cook. Runner at second and Taryn Estes. Big blow in the inning, her bat. 2-run double. Fouled off third baseline. Stays alive. Had a ball and 2 strikes. Katie Arrington is on deck, but there's 2 gone here at the top of the 6th. Battle for first place in the Mountain 7 Conference. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. popped on the infield. Carver makes the play in fair territory for the final out. But things are getting interesting here at MMS's softball field. 3 runs come across at the top of the 6th inning to make it a 7-5 Lady Panther lead as we head to break. Bottom of the 6th we go. 9-1-2. And the Panther order slated to bat. It is Laura Holland that'll lead it off. Singled her last time up. Came around to score in a 2-run 4th for the Panthers. That looms large now. Swung on and missed. That had a little zip behind it for Addie Sampson, who remains at the circle for Coach Lindsay Marcos. In the air, shallow left field. Carson Cherry able to make the play as she charged and then backed up. That'll bring Tori Inslee to the plate. A couple of flyouts and a triple. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 1st inning. That triple led off the 1st inning, the bottom half of that 1st inning. She came around to score in that 4-run 1st. Sampson is popping the mitt. That one well out of the zone for ball 1. Through the wickets. Inslee going to take second. Nobody was covering. Smart play by the NC State commit. Tori Inslee singles and then takes second. And she's in scoring position for Ashlyn McConnell. Runner at second, 1 gone. McConnell tonight reached on an error, walked, and singled. To the backstop. Inslee advances. Two and 0. Base hit. That'll score Tori Inslee. Ashlyn McConnell with the RBI single. brings Kendall Rummins to the plate. And Rummins singled her last time up, but struck out previous 2 times at the dish. She swings and fouls it back. 0-1 the count on Rummins. Runner at first, 1 out, and a run in. Kendall Rummins. Or check that Ashley McConnell playing chicken with the catcher. As you could hear the coaches, get back, get back. What are you doing? 1-1. Tough play for the second baseman. Everybody is safe. It ate up Kenzie Cook. Moffitt going to bat. Matt, what do you think? Error? Say error. All right, I'll put an error in my book. Runners at first and second. Now meeting in the circle. Moffitt homered, doubled, and struck out. Homer came back in the third. It was a solo shot. Meeting is over. First and second, and 1 out. Addie Sampson gets set. High, ball 1. Panthers traveling to Pisgah on Friday. No lights, that'll be an early start. And then at North Henderson next Tuesday, a week from tonight. Low and inside for ball 2. They'll host Brevard for a non-conference game a week from tomorrow on Wednesday the 26th. 2-0. Slow roller to short. Going to be a tough play to first. In time. That'll advance the runner. So Rummins heads down to second. McConnell to third. Moffitt is retired, 6-3. Brings Mia Tran to the plate, victim of a strikeout. In the third inning, tapped to the pitcher and singled. He's 1 for 3. Sampson pops the mitt for strike 1. Off the catcher's glove, and the run comes home. McConnell scores from third. Rummins able to advance down to third on the wild pitch. The pass ball. I think it was a pass ball. It hit her glove. One ball, one strike to Tran. Base hit. Out of plate another run, and it's now 10-5, Franklin. We're going to get a courtesy runner at first. Stillwell at first, now running for Mia Tran. At the plate will be Bree Carver. Couple of strikeouts for Carver, and she tapped the second. She's 0 for 3. That means she's due. 2 are gone. Runner at first. Slow roller to third. Up with it is Caldwell to first. Off the glove of Estes. Stillwell ends at third. Carver now at second. Error on third or on the first baseman? What do you think, Matt? First baseman. All right, we'll go with that. E3 in the book. Brings DeHart to the plate. Ball one to DeHart. Two and 0. Tessa DeHart tonight. Double, a single, and a ground out. Three and 0. Gave her the green light, swung, and fouled it back to the screen. 3-1 now to Tessa DeHart. 3 runs have come across here in the home half of the 6th inning. After Tuscola had cut it to just a 2-run advantage for the Lady Panthers at 7-5 in the top half of this inning. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. Brings Delaney Stiles to the plate. I believe that is the first walk. Yes, the first walk issued by Addie Sampson since she came in relief of Faith Caldwell. Stiles swings and misses. Stiles is 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. Bases juiced. 2 are out. And the whole 0-2 is Stiles. She pops that one to the screen. Ball, 2 strikes. Just missed. 2-2. Up the middle, scooped by the second baseman, but off the glove. Two runs come across. Or was it just one? Yeah, that's 2. 2 runs come across. It's now 12-5. It's hard to keep track of all the runners on the base pads. And the Panthers have batted around as Stiles reaches first on the fielder's choice. So runners on the corners as Tuscola will talk things over. Laurel Holland will be at the plate. And she batted earlier in this inning and flied out for the first out. And the wheels have fallen off here for the Mountaineers in the 6th inning. 5 runs. Addie Sampson has given up. Did have an error in there, and she's only walked 2 errors, actually. She's only walked once. 1 batter, that is. So it's Holland at the plate. And takes a strike. The outside corner. Snagged by Sampson to first in time. 1-3 goes Holland. But 5 runs come across for the Lady Panthers, and it's now 12-5 Franklin as we head to the 7th inning, 3 outs away from a victory for the Panthers. Stay with us. Top of the 7th here at Macon Middle School softball diamond. 12-5 Lady Panthers. For the Lady Mountaineers, they're going to send Katie Arrington, Allison Setzer, and Kirkpatrick to the plate. We'll see if all those bat. His first offering is a ball. Kendall Rummins remains at the circle. Coach Bobby Bishop. Backhand snag for Inslee to first in time. Katie Arrington is retired 6'3", as Torrey flashes the leather at short. Allison Setzer now bats. Single, grounded out, and flew out. And Cullowhee just got a score update, top of the 3rd inning. Smoky up 14-5 over the Panthers. Tran to first in time. Mia Tran flashing the letter. 5-3 on the putout. Setzer. 2 gone. That'll bring to the plate Ava Kirkpatrick. Drew a walk, reached on an error, and flied out. Bounces away from Moffitt for ball 1. Our next broadcast here on YouTube and Facebook will be baseball. Next Tuesday, a week from tonight, senior night at the McConnell Field, 1-0. Slow roller. Tran fields to first. Did she scoop it? Yes, she did. 5-3 goes Ava Kirkpatrick. And that's going to do it. You see the replay. Bang, bang play at first. It's a final here at Macon Middle School. 12-5. Franklin revenges a loss back on March 15th, 5-0 at Waynesville. And now, Tuscola and Franklin are tied at the top of the Mountain 7 Conference. Both with 1 loss. Franklin with 1 more win at 7-1. Tuscola 6-1. And they drop to 8-4 overall. Franklin now on a 9-game winning streak as they advance their mark to 13-3. As I mentioned, 7-1 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Just about 2 hours this one took. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We did, bringing it to you here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. A reminder, the schedule for the Lady Panthers, a couple of road games at Pisgah on Friday and then on the road in Hendersonville next Tuesday, a week from tonight on April 25th against North Henderson Knights. Both those are conference games, and then they'll be back here at Naked Middle on Wednesday, April 26th to host Brevard in a non-conference ball game. 12-5 the final. We're all involved. For Philip, Christine on cameras, and for Clinton Taylor. Until next time, so long, everybody.
The March 2023 Athlete of the Month is Max McClure, men's golf.
My name is Max McClure. I'm a sophomore at Franklin High School, and I play golf. My individual goals for this year is to make it to regionals and then go to state, and my team goals for this year is to win the conference championship. My dad got me into golf about 3 years ago, and I watched him play during that day, and I just fell in love with it, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I've carried it on since then. What I love most about golf is being outdoors with some of my best friends and just having fun and relaxing. My plans after high school are to play college golf or college basketball. If I didn't get this opportunity, then I would like to attend a 4-year university, and if I had my choice, I would love to go to Georgia. My message to my team through the rest of my career is for them to push me and for me to push them so we can keep advancing our program in the right direction.